gonna do this one quickly just for context, innit? So, for reference of time of where we're at right now, England are about to play the semis against Netherlands. Colombia about to play semis against Uruguay. So, Spain's gonna win the Euros. Colombia's gonna win the World Cup. Copa America. And just for like time reference, that's where we're at, innit? And also for context, I wanted to do part 2 because I felt like part 1 didn't really justify the conversations you and I were having when we first linked up, and I wanted to capture that like better, and I guess I wanted to capture that like a bit more and be able to deliver that and give that to people, innit? So hence we're sat down here doing a part 2, which I also think is quite nice. Give us a little extra, have another conversation, just like check in, especially me with you, with like just some of my stuff, and maybe get your opinion and see a different perspective, and maybe we can learn a bit together, innit? So yeah, man, this is part 2, and yeah, that's a little bit of context behind everything, innit? So yeah, I don't know, bro, I kind of just wanted to start off with like, I had 2 things on my mind recently, innit? One was, I can't remember one of them now, but I remember one at least. So out of the 2, so I feel like life. Remember, I think I brought it up last time with you, but I think we've definitely spoken about this anyway. But life comes almost as like a duality, right? So without bad, you can't have good. Without hot, you can't have cold. Without good times, you can't have bad times. Without bad times, you can't have good times. You know what I mean? And I feel like my pendulum swung a bit here, innit? In terms of the past 6 months, I was very on my grind, disciplined, like I was very routine and scheduled. And now I feel like I'm a lot more chaotic, a lot more like spontaneous, a lot more impulsive with my decisions. And as a result, I feel like I've been partying a bit more, smoking a bit more. I don't know, just letting loose a bit more, you know what I mean? And although I do enjoy it, at the same time I feel like I need to be back on the other side of things, innit? But then also at the same time in my head, I told myself, I'm at where I'm at right now because that's where I need to be, innit?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, that's the case, so I might as well enjoy it at least while I'm here and I have it, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, like when you and I reconnected, yeah, I felt like you also had been on that side of the pendulum, of the swing, which was like grafting, in your zone, discipline, schedule, digging deep, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I wanted to know where you found yourself at, and also if you think that I'm pressuring myself a bit too much. So, I don't know, maybe go back to the other side of the swing, which is a bit more disciplined, scheduled and routine than that.
Where I find myself at now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the same boat, man. When you're not like working, then it's like everything's a bit more scattered. Usually when you're working, you got a set time, you got to wake up, brush your teeth, get the bus on time, or leave on a certain time, get there at a certain time. And then, yeah, you got your whole thing organized already. But yeah, right now I wake up at sometimes mad early, sometimes midday, and I'll start my day with different things. But I think as long as you're doing something and you feel like you don't feel shit, you know, like you feel shit when you know you're not doing the right thing.
Right.
Like you wake up and go, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you'll have that kind of like little thing. So as long as there's a bit of motion, a bit of movement, a bit of something, then you ain't got to fret too much as long as we're young. But still though, like, be disciplined with yourself. I say that very hypocritically, because I don't listen to my own advice. But I need to, we're all learning, innit? Getting there.
I feel we do listen to our own advice, but I get what you're saying. There's times where like we just kind of let things slide a little bit with ourselves, innit? So that's when it feels like, you know, listening to your own advice. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. So I don't feel too guilty, because look, like, I'm still going to the gym frequently. I'm still like working. I'm picking up like more shifts so I can obviously get more money and do my things a bit quicker. Like I'm still filming, recording, I'm still like editing and uploading. So things are still getting done. Do you know what I mean? But it's just a little bit more like over the place. Do you know what I mean? I get it done when like I'll just be like, okay, I need to get this done, and I'll just do it. Rather than previously, I had like a schedule of my days. Like, I'm gonna do this at this time, this at this time, like, and I'm gonna get this done, this done, this done. And I had a nice routine: bed early, waking up early, even on the days that I wasn't working. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like I see the contrast, but I don't know how I prefer it, innit? So I guess finding a way that works. And I guess this is time to see like the other side of things too, you know what I mean? The side that's a little bit more like all over the place and disorganized. So yeah, maybe like that's what the whole thing is for, and just get both perspectives and then kind of make a choice of like, alright, cool, which more best for you. Yeah. I never saw it from that angle, to be fair, but sitting here and like you give me that angle and speaking about things that made me see things a little clearer, which is nice. Yeah, which is nice. So yeah, like, I don't know. You say you find yourself on the other side of the pendulum, the other side of the swing.
I feel like the best way to keep myself like, because I picture life like an ocean, right? And when you got a job, when you got something stable underneath you, you're on the boat, you're safe from the waves. The waves is always coming down.
Right.
Something's always gonna happen to you, no matter what. Comes big, comes small, and it's interchangeable. It's a variable kind of thing, right? And now I find myself off a boat, but still kind of holding on to one. What I mean by that is like
Clinging on.
yeah, I'm still doing something weekly that I have to kind of adhere to, whether it's boxing or whether it's at the moment I'm teaching kids to box in a school, in a secondary school. So I've got that to kind of always attend to. And in some ways, I'm still kind of disciplined. I'm not all the way chaotic. So that helps with like maintaining a healthier lifestyle.
I get what you're saying. I was thinking about I think it's a conversation you and I had, but I had I think a lot more in depth with Ashley about like what it's like when, let's say, you only have one side of that swing. Do you know what I mean? Like what happens if you only hold on to one side, like hold on to that for forever?
I think that should drive you nuts.
It does,
Like,
isn't it?
if you're too chaotic, then for example, if you're like partying too much, or if you're just overindulging in a certain thing like weed or alcohol, then it's just gonna hit back. Like you're gonna feel the effects in a long term effect. Like it's just gonna ruin your life.
Yeah.
Then, in the sense of like always being on time, organized, you can drive yourself nuts in that way by like putting too much pressure on yourself and kind of like end up having like a mental breakdown or something.
Yeah.
But one of too much, it's too extreme. You gotta have a nice balance, like you said. Every now and then go on a holiday, do something a bit different. You know what I mean? Have a little change of tempo.
Yeah, I think you're right in terms of it just gets very destructive and like chaotic and stuff. I think when you cling on to one side, there's moments where something's dragging you to the other side, but you hold on so hard that it kind of just almost becomes, I don't know, like a weight on the shoulders instead of something that feels a bit more fluid as you go through life in a way. But yeah, man, we were speaking about that. We were speaking about that in like terms of like people that were religious and people that weren't religious.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the ones that hold on to the religious side, like the very like strict religious people, and sometimes people just like, why are you so like hard on yourself for? And then the other side of the people that just don't believe and indulge heavily in like, I don't know, like vices and like they just don't care about nothing. They got no sense of like morality or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Not all the time. I've met some good non-believers.
Yeah. But I think they swing though a little bit. You know what I mean? They might not believe in God, but they might believe in like a energies or like a bigger force. Or like, I don't know, like you know what I'm saying?
I've met people that they don't believe in God and they don't believe in nothing. They just don't. They just think life is what is in front of them. They do what they like
set out to do.
Yeah, whatever they can do to get by, they'll do. But they just don't think that there's any like higher powers in play. But it doesn't like affect their moral compass. They're not.
Yeah.
They don't all of a sudden think because there's no one to judge me for my actions on this earth, I can now be reckless. They just
You know what I find funny is that speaking to people who don't adhere to religions and maybe don't necessarily believe in a god like that, but merely act upon life through like what they've learned from their own experiences, they tend to have like good moral codes.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
Life is real, innit? I mean, not to say, sorry to cut you off, but not to say
No.
the Bible and the Quran, or what's the Jewish book,
the Torah.
the Torah. Man. Not to say any of that is like nonsense. It's just to say that anything that's written down is always it's going through like a process, something that can change. Just like from pen to paper, anyone can kind of tweak what they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas when it's happening to you in real life, whatever's happening to you in real life, it's happening in real time, and it's something that is factual. It's not like someone said to you, right?
Yeah.
So those experiences, those learning experiences, I feel like teach more. So that's why I think it's good to just go live life instead of being so like closed off at home and not wanting to socialize with anyone, because that's what makes you feel comfortable. Sometimes step out your comfort zone, and you might learn something new. You might realize as well, in turn doing that you can do a lot more than the limits you set yourself. But now I went off into a spiral. But
No, there was something that you said that, like, well, what you said, not something that you said, but what you said made me think about, like, personal experience, which was, like, I remember when I started reading the Bible, and like, I was disciplined well enough to read it for, like, 6 months straight, so I read, like, I think roughly, like, 2.5 of the Gospel, like, 2 of the Gospels and, like, the beginning of the third one, and it's funny, yeah, because every time I'm reading it, and, like, I'm trying to figure out what it's trying to tell me, in more of like a storytelling way of like what's the moral of the story, not like what's it saying literally. Like I saw how it started coinciding with my life a little bit, innit? And then as I continued living, there was things that were happening that like it's like, oh, this is what this part of the gospel meant, and like this is the message that it was trying to give me. And then the more I done that, the more I realized that like the Bible started not pushing me away, but giving me the confidence to just like live in the world again.
yeah,
And I think maybe that's the purpose of the Bible. I always felt like now I feel like I'm pushed from it, you know what I mean? But in a sense of like just go live in the world and go be present,
Go discover,
and experience, go experience things, you know what I mean?
and if it's right, you'll come back to it. You know?
Yeah, and not even if it's right, but I just like I think that like when the time's right, you will end up going back to it, you know what I mean? When you need a bit more guidance, when you need a bit more like know-how, just a little bit more like, alright, cool, like what's next?
I think there's truths in all of these religious books.
Yeah.
But it's just how you like what's the word?
Interpret it.
Yeah, it's just how you interpret it. It's like it's not always gonna be literal. Like you said, it's sometimes metaphorical, and sometimes you gotta kind of like apply that blueprint to a different situation.
Yeah.
More modern times. You know?
Yeah.
But then I think faith is really important, because it's dangerous to not have faith. You can be the other side of the atheist, which is not give a fuck about anything.
But like a nihilistic.
Not like nihilistic, but like
Right.
I think for a while, even though I believe in God, I was nihilistic in the sense that like
Or cynical maybe. Just you only like you see the imperfections of the world and you just think that's everything.
nihilistic, because it's like if we die or not, like not that if we
Like you just don't give it don't give a toss.
it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what you do on this earth, because you're gonna the same ending happens. You're gonna die, right?
Yeah.
So I used to think like that when I was like secondary. I was like, why does it matter what the fuck I do with my time on earth? It's like my time. I should just do what I want to do. And like I'm gonna die anyways. I mean, if I'm young, if I'm old, whether I die accidentally or in my sleep, then. But over time, I feel like kind of like through experiences, through like real life experiences, realize that maybe we're all on this place to help each other.
Yeah.
And that way it helps us, like ourselves internally.
Yeah, facts.
It's like chasing happiness is mad. Like we trying to do it, but there's no mark.
Yeah.
There's no point where you're like, oh shit, now you always want more.
I think
Whether it's money,
it's,
cars, houses.
it's the art of letting go almost. So like when you say chasing happiness internally and you don't find it, you kind of have to just let it go and give it out to everybody else instead. Because when you share or give happiness to other people, in return that kind of makes you feel a little bit more happy inside, a bit more fulfilled, innit?
Nah, yeah, but I was more in the sense of like just being at peace with the little things. So
Being
you
at
know,
peace with the things that you have.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
for example, like I don't know, you have a plant, you tend to it, just taking care of it every time.
Yeah.
And putting effort into taking
Yeah.
care of it. That will give you some sort of like joy, because it's like I don't know, you're doing something bigger, which for you is nothing, it's minor, just watering a plant, but to a plant it's life. It's making sure it can see another day.
Yeah.
And then let's take it to a bigger scale. Maybe now you want to be a dad. I know it's like a big jump, but it's like
No, but
now
it makes sense.
you actually have a purpose in helping this small human being become like a good person, you know.
Yeah.
And
In hopes that they find that too. That
Yeah.
they find the will to like help somebody else and maybe that like at some point in their life have a kid.
yeah,
They're
well,
the same, innit? It's like some weird cycle that's just continuous.
but just being content with what is,
Yeah.
what you have, yeah. Not in anything, not in like giving something to anyone or doing something for anyone. Just live, just being grateful as well. I think that helps.
Yeah.
Just being grateful.
I was gonna say as well that like seeing it in that cyclical nature, like also when it's your turn, you gotta be grateful that it's your turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
So you should, in essence, be making the most out of your experience, but not just the most of it, like doing whatever and anything, but doing good things. You know, I don't know. I kind of see it in that nature too, and I think doing it in that way, like seeing it from the point of view where it's, oh, like it's my turn, like let me be grateful for this. That's where the gratefulness also comes in. Where you're saying like being grateful for the things that you haven't, that also forms part of the experience. That helps you be content with what you have too.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think I found that quite a lot. I was gonna say now that we brought it up as well. The second thing that I had on my mind, didn't it? Remember I told you I had two things on my mind and I forgot the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah. I remember the second one now. So remember we was talking about like the pendulum swing and being on like the scheduled side, the organized side, and being on the slightly more chaotic side. So I feel like we was both here at some point. We weren't chatting with each other. I wanted to like kind of find out what you did in the time where like he was apart. Like just I don't know, like what you did with yourself during that time while she was apart in order to, I don't know, like start learning and growing and making like progress with, I don't know, just life in general.
At that time when we weren't chatting,
Yeah.
I was just working and training. Literally just cleaning pots and pans at a restaurant in Richmond almost every day.
Yeah.
And then on my days off, home chilling, banding the zoo. But I'm still going training. I'd wake up in the morning. I was getting proper fit. I had a routine that nice. But at the same time, I think I was kind of killing myself. Lack of sleep. I wasn't really socializing with my friends as much.
Yeah.
Kind of ghosted. And I'm trying to find a balance. So I can go through life with being able to, obviously you can't please everything. I mean, sometimes something's gonna lack. But, you know, still stay connected. And I feel like a job that requires me to commute for so long and finish so late, it just wasn't worth it. So I ended up quitting that and then focusing on fighting.
Yeah.
And then that got cancelled. Then I started going on holidays. And then
That shit all started going downhill.
yeah, that's when I said no, I'm joking, no, I don't think shit goes downhill.
Not downhill, but you started swinging to the other side.
Yeah, you just go up and down.
Yeah,
It's like a roller coaster. It's like them cheesy one-liners on him, just like life's a roller coaster. Day be like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's life's like that. Just goes up,
Yeah.
down. But just go enjoy it, man. It's a ride at the end of the day. And it's only once. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's true.
as far as I know, I don't know about no
Reincarnation.
reincarnation.
What did you feel like you learned in that period? Or what did you feel like you discovered in that period where you was kind of going through that and in that, you know what I mean, just soaking it in?
I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't learn. I just live. I don't get a lesson from all of that.
Right, fair.
I think for me, the one lesson is just management, money management. Make sure I stack right, especially in time like this.
Right.
I'm very frivolous. My spends.
Just spend on what you want to spend.
I'm just like making the little you and me happy.
Yeah.
Like the one that wanted all of them shoes, or all of them, like to go on holidays, or to do this when he wanted to. I get a bit of cash and I get excited, and then I'm down again.
No, I can be the same too though. I think I'm in that period now as well though. I get a bit of money and it's like, yo, why don't we step out? Like, don't go to a bit of sound, so yeah, start buying drinks before you know it. It's like a bills. It's like, whoa. No, I hear it still. Can't lie, for the moment though, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I can't say I'm not. You know what I mean?
As long as you're enjoying it, innit?
You have to enjoy moments like that. These are like just like you're celebrating a little milestone. You know what I mean? They can end that way too. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, man. The other day went out with Camilo to Juancho.
What was it saying?
It was alright still, I can't lie. It was a bit empty because this was Friday and Saturday Colombia were playing. And it got packed to like 1-2. We was just there dancing salsa to like 4. It was alright still, I can't lie. It wasn't too bad. Dancing with some Brazilian, which was good still. She knew how to dance.
You know, coming back from my beef, I haven't really had the need or the want to party anymore.
Yeah, but I beef it all, man.
No, but I come back from my beef plenty of times and I still want to like carry on the vibe. Especially if it's summer. If it's summer, I want to be outside. But right now, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm lost, but I'm just like, I'm not, like I was going back to that reference with the ocean.
Oh, the ocean.
Yeah, I feel like instead of on a boat, I'm on like a piece of wood. I'm not just drifting around.
Right, I get it.
Find what connects. I want to do different shit, and like playing tennis with you, fam.
Yeah,
said the other day,
we need to jump on that still.
I want to do some new shit, man. No way.
Bro, come rock climbing as well. Come bouldering.
Yeah, I could do that.
That would be lit. I think you'd enjoy that one. That one's
I
good.
used to do that shit as a kid. Like we'd fly out to Spain, for example.
Yeah.
And like next to the port, there'd always be like this fucking wall, but it's like a portable wall, and they'd have like small red like handles you could whip onto.
Right.
And you'd have a harness, and at the top you press the button and the harness would just slowly bring you down.
Look.
I used to do that shit there up until one time I was like, I was still in primary school, but it was like late stage. I think I got to like a really tall one, and I don't think I'd ever done it before, but I looked down and I realized how far off the fucking ground I was, and I fucking panicked.
I wasn't expecting that one, really.
I looked down, I was like, oh fuck, man, that's really far away from the ground.
Yeah.
Because usually I just go
Yeah.
climb, bam, drop down, I'm calm. But this time I was maybe feeling a bit tired, so I looked down, I thought, whoa. And I'm small in it, so that impacted a bit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, nah, man, I can't look up and look down. And like there's like another good 1/3 left. And I'm not gonna make it. My arms are gonna give it. Like, I didn't realize. Obviously, I had a harness.
Yeah.
Even if I was to let go, nothing would happen. But I panicked. I thought to myself, my arms are gonna give out when I get to the top. I'm not gonna have to press the button and I'm gonna drop. So I was like, yeah, no, guys, bring me down, man. Yeah.
So you
ever since then, I haven't done bouldering, but I like climbing and shit. I think it's
lit because it's not that high. You don't do it with a harness.
No, I want to do it high. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, but I don't have a harness and I don't have the experience to do a harness. So we just go free climb.
Oh, sick, free climb.
So we just climb without a harness, bro.
And then there's like mats underneath.
Yeah. When you get to the top, you just climb back down.
Yeah,
or sometimes you can climb all the way over.
That's the only thing that's scary, and just landing and then
No, there's mats, bro.
landing in your back.
It's true. Yeah, come man. I think you enjoy it a lot still.
When do you do it?
I mean, I do it whenever. And there's no like set times that I do it. Every now and again, Seb might shout at me, be like, bro, let's go climbing. I'll be like, alright, let's go climbing.
Sick.
I've been
What
a few
equipment
times.
do you need? Just sports clothes and that's it.
Yeah. I got chalk, and then you can just rent the shoes over there.
Shoes?
Yeah.
Can't do it barefoot?
No.
Why?
There's specific shoes in it.
Okay.
Just safety as well, I guess.
Okay, but what is it like? They're gonna like flipping finger shoes.
No, not finger shoes, but
Fucking
they're
butter
tight,
shoes,
they're
bro.
uncomfortable, and they're like
They're uncomfortable.
to walk around in. Yeah, 100%.
Harness-
Because they're shaped like very narrow, and the ends are pointy and like very thin. Because you need to be stepping onto like, I don't know, things that are maybe like this thick with your toes, like this. Do you know what I mean?
What do they say to me if I'm barefoot though?
No, they won't let you climb.
Why, man? What the fuck?
You gotta get the shoes too.
I hate that shit, man. It's like when I go to the waters in Ibiza, like next to it's not like the beach. It's like rocks.
Right, yeah.
Little rocks.
Yeah.
My pops is always like, bring shoes, but I think that shit looks dumb. I think like, as a human, I should have the conditioning to withstand these rocks.
Yeah, but look, you've been walking in shoes your whole life.
That's true.
Technically, the bottom of your feet should be like stiff and like you shouldn't be able to feel nothing because you should be walking around barefoot.
Too used to these hard knocks.
Yeah, but it softens up your feet.
Yeah.
It should kind of feel like your hands are like calluses.
Yeah,
They should feel like that.
because my cousins in Colombia, they be walking over pebbles and rocks like nothing.
Tough feet
man.
and they don't
Trust
care
me.
in it. Yeah.
Whereas one little flipping rock in my shoe
Yeah, you see
throws me
it.
off. Horrible. Man.
Yeah, you see, there you go. No, but I hear your point though. It should be like that. So that's why you feel that way, innit?
Yeah, no, let's do bordering, man. Fuck it, I'll find the shoes or whatever, man.
Just rent them there, bro. It's not like it's like,
Okay,
it's like
rent
a
them.
pound or £2 to rent them. It's calm. Then the day pass is like 12, 13 now.
Sounds
Go
good.
climb for like, I don't know, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. Get some experience on it. We'll see what it's like. I reckon you'll actually enjoy it. We'll do that. Definitely do some tennis. I'm down for tennis.
Tennis word.
Love tennis, man. It's such a sick sport. Teach you how to get your forehand going, your backhand going, you know what I'm saying? A few shots. Get some riddies down. Yeah, man. Yeah, look, this is why I stopped playing football, bro. Like, a lot of people ask me, like, why'd you stop playing football, bro? This is why. Because I got to a point where I wanted to start trying new things. Started with BJJ, and then from there it just carried on.
Doesn't mean you stop things though.
Huh?
Doesn't mean you stop things though.
No, but I play football every now and again. So it's not a thing where I'm doing it week in, week out. And that's the only thing that I dedicate my sporting time to, or my activities to. You know what I mean? So I'd rather have a variety. So it started off with BJJ and then I started adding on different things. Climbing.
I just don't think this
calisthenics,
concept of time is
5Ks.
bullshit, man, because it feels like you're cramming everything in, but literally, if you just live every day without it being Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Just a day.
it's just a day. Like, okay, today I will be active, I'll do something. I don't have to do
Yeah.
boxing, but I'll do tennis.
The,
I'm feeling like boxing today. I'm feeling like boxing. Just the being active is really important, just doing anything. And instead of like seeing it as like a job or school, like, oh, I have to attend it at this time. Obviously, certain things have a schedule,
yeah.
but instead of treating it as such, like, oh, like getting prepared or going to it, such a chore. No, this shit benefits your body, man. Like as work does with your pockets, or as school does with your knowledge.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like that level of sophistication in thinking, or like having so much structure, yeah, came about when we started moving off of like hunter gatherers and tribe. Because life would have been like that for them. Think about it, yeah. If you're a hunter gatherer, like you wake up every day, you go hunt, you might go climb a tree, you might get some fruit. Do you know what I mean? Each day is different, and they probably don't think about it like, oh, today's Monday, today's Tuesday.
well, of
today's
course not, because the only thing that's on the mind is like, fuck, I gotta eat, fam. Fucking
Yeah,
cows
yeah,
going
yeah.
rotten. I don't know how to fucking hunt and gather at that time. It's only like,
Yeah, farming the cows, farming the field, planting crops, doing this, doing that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, it probably felt like that for them. So I'm gonna like bug like that, right?
Oh no, I was just thinking. I don't think hunting and gathering and farming happen at the same time.
But agriculture, there was
There was
definitely
like-
settlements, little settlements that didn't have like schools and this and that, and that's what they used to do. Like little settlements, 100%.
Because hunter and gatherer was more like tribes and it was more like vicious.
Hunter gatherers are it's in the name hunter gatherers.
Yeah, like they'd have to like kill the animal, whereas agriculture is more around the time when the animals got domesticated and that. Like
Yeah,
cows and chickens and shit.
There was some but that domestication happened time ago though.
Well, like even like the Mayan times.
Yeah, for sure,
Okay.
bro. But even before the Mayan times,
Okay, shit.
domestication I think it's happened time before. Yeah.
So then what was the point if you domesticated animals, then what was the point of hunting?
Because some animals you can't domesticate,
Yeah, but for them wouldn't it be enough with the
and I think
Nah, that's what I think. That's what I think.
there's certain
The
animals you
arrival of
domesticate, and there's certain
agriculture-
animals you know you just leave
The
alone.
arrival of agriculture must have like not stopped the hunter gatherer lifestyle, but
Transitioned it.
yeah, like maybe it's not like as it's not the forepoint or the main target. It's to hunt them. Now it's like more so to get them to breed to make
Right.
food.
Right, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that could have been a transitional period. I do see that happening. But I mean, even back then too, I reckon they never had like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We thought about days with so much structure like that. You know what I mean? Or what do you think?
I'm trying to think what's the word. Yeah, I think when you introduce food that's always gonna be there, like there's now a market for it.
There's like time schedules to be doing stuff.
Yeah, because now that food goes off, so now you gotta have certain days and no.
Right.
So I think that's when the introduction of that happened. Whereas
Actually,
hunter gatherer is more, you hunt for the food, you got that food, you're eating that shit. Whenever you get hungry, go hunt for
go
some
get
more.
some more, yeah.
Yeah, and it's more like,
Go climb a tree and pick a fruit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
whereas the agriculture stage came about, and I think that's when like
It needed a bit more structure.
more structure.
Right, so yeah, that's probably when they started developing concepts of that time. Right, interesting.
And trading and whatnot.
Yeah, that's when that started happening. And then money came about. Money's a crazy one.
Yeah, because I'm sure. Yeah, the money thing is mad because now they're even trying to take the money back,
Make it just digital.
make it just digital, so they can like keep an eye on everyone's money coming in and out.
It's mad how like the concept of what you like the concept of how what you can eat is determined is based on just like numerical values, nothing physical. Or like even if you do have the physical cash, it's like material. At the end of the day, like what good does it serve if, I don't know, people stopped accepting cash? Do you know what I mean?
But I get so mad when I go to shops and like I've got the cash there in hand, like to the change, right? And they're like, yeah, card only. I've got the money, like this is money, right? Nah, I'm like, nah, just cash only, card only. It's infuriates me so much, man. I've been working
Yeah,
so
we
hard
said-
for this money now, it's not worth nothing.
Can't spend it.
What the hell is what is this now? It's
Yeah.
so mad.
They want everything to be digital and online, I guess. Yeah, even that though, man. Numbers that are just in thin air.
The cloud.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Society's kind of gone into a weird like turn, innit?
Oh man.
It's like two worlds that live simultaneously together now.
Yeah, we went down a really dark tunnel, man. But I think that's what it's like a test, something like
You think so?
yeah.
In what way? What sense? To like sieve out the people that still live in the world.
Just to maintain a strong head through all this bullshit. Like there's a lot of people telling you how to think and how to feel,
Yeah.
what to do,
Yeah.
and people are less individuals and more like groups.
Yeah, I get what you're
Like-
saying.
They're becoming more of a mob than a thinking individual. Like whatever he says, whatever the leader says, yeah, fuck it, I'm
Right.
backing it, no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit's bad. That's like really bad.
Do you think it's always been like that, or do you think that's only something that's been like recent?
Yeah, no, so I think it's a thing for some humans to be sheep and to just follow.
Yeah.
That's how trends come about. That's how certain party leaders gain
Publicity.
power. Yeah,
Yeah.
through that publicity, through that like kind of crowd gathering. But it just feels like it's getting more and more dangerous now, because it feels like it's gonna. Normally back then it would just stay in articles or stay on the internet, but now I feel like it's gonna spill out onto the streets and get a bit more physical.
Do you feel like it's like that already, or do you feel like
Yeah,
not
but-
quite there yet?
Yeah, there's definitely been a few clashes. Yeah, plenty of times, but still not what I think it could be.
Could get worse.
Yeah, 100%, man. I feel like shit can get burned down. Like, think about 2011 riots, but I think
Worse.
100 times worse.
Do you reckon we can ever get to a point of anarchy?
Yeah, French did it so many times. They flip cars like it's fucking. I don't know.
Yeah, them man don't like being told anything. Like no politician, innit?
It's sick though, but at the
But
same time,
they're still not complete.
it's quite
anarchy,
destructive. Is it like they're not really hurting anyone's pockets except for their own? usually in their own boroughs and their own areas.
Yeah.
And in the end, their money has to go to that. And the fucking billionaire politicians are still in their mansion, somewhere secluded,
Yeah. I
kind of
get
laughing at that, fucking
Yeah, yeah.
drinking their champagne or whatever. So they serve for little purpose, but they're not really flipping the table.
I get what you're saying. But do you think complete anarchy could ever come about?
I don't know, like an apocalypse like that, an post-apocalypse movie.
Have you seen the film The Book of Eli?
Yeah.
So you see how like there's just complete anarchy. It's like little towns run by people.
No,
There's
man,
no
like Mad
government.
Max and shit.
There's no government. There's no like countries or borders. There's no.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we can ever get to that?
Yeah, because that's how it started. Like, we started kind of like that. Like, quite a lawless land. Like no, there was no big state. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
small sectors of, like, turfs. And it was more tribal. I think we'd return to that still, yeah. But it's not in my... It's not my lifetime.
Oh,
not
no,
my son's
no, no,
lifetime.
no.
This is years down the line after years of just, like...
You reckon your son's lifetime will be just not slightly touching it, but starting to see the beginning of it happening?
No, not even then.
You don't think so?
No, not even then. Not even another 100 years, no.
Yeah, maybe it might take a little bit longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should be, to be fair.
But we'll see it. It'll unfold beneath our eyes, like,
In front of our eyes.
before our eyes, yeah.
Alright.
Unfold before our eyes.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of guts to do that, to flip the table on its head. Like, there's not enough traction. People are still
Needs
at
to
each
gain
other.
more. Yeah.
People still are at each other rather than at the actual oppressors, you know. But
Yeah, who knows, man? That's an interesting one still. That's an interesting one. I reckon you still, like, even in complete anarchy, I think you'll still have people that are on the flip side of anarchy, like structure, who are gonna start like trying to turn the tables again, and that will take like another.
I think society has enough when like the lack of control, like there's zero control when
Yeah.
there's zero control over anything. That's when they'll think, alright, cool, now is like a time to say something. But even before then, I don't know if it'll be too late. Because I always just think of, like, refer to movies when I think of, like, this post-apocalyptic world where there's like usually a like totalitarian kind of structure of government. So I think of like V for Vendetta, or
It's like We Are the Sea, all know.
what's that other movie? The fucking Children of Men. You seen that one? It's about like world not being able to like produce a baby. But there's only one. The youngest person was born time ago. There's been no babies.
Children of Men.
Children of Men. It's a really good movie. Really bad at like explaining movies. About,
Oh no, that sounds interesting.
Sick, man.
So it's like a whole species are literally about to die off.
Yeah, it's about this. That's the panic. Like the human race is about to die. Like there's no one's fertile.
Damn.
No babies.
Imagine if it ends that abruptly as well for the human race.
That's not abruptly, fam. That's painful, fam. That's long, fam. How's that
No, but-
abruptly?
I mean, in terms of concept of time, it's
No, what the
the whole history of human race.
So you what I'm
Look at it
saying,
from that scope. I'm not saying look at it from an individual scope. I'm saying look at it from the entire scope of
oh
human
yeah,
existence.
but I'm not looking. Why would I look at it from that? I'm looking at it from like human perspective because that's the only perspective I have. I don't
Yeah, it's a
know.
horrible way to go out though.
Because to think of it from like time with us, we're just a little minor blip on the
Yeah.
history of the earth. Why that just makes me feel fucking minuscule, fam.
But then you'd be the generation that knew you were the last ones, and I don't think that's allowed to happen. No,
What do you mean?
as in like after your generation, if your generation was a cutoff point, everyone then would know that like after us it's the end of an era, the end of a time,
Yeah.
like it's the end of the world, so to say.
Was
But it's-
the last generation was just the last person that was born,
but,
innit?
like humans are not supposed to know that like so clearly and distinctly. Supposedly they're supposed to be the signs of the times, but like they're only signs. They're not like alert in your face.
No, but
This is
when
it.
it comes to that, there's no end of times or nothing. It's like, you know, you're dying. There's nothing religious about it. It's just it's more scientific. Like no one can have kids anymore. So it's not like fucking firestorms coming down from the skies. No,
Yeah, but then
it's like,
if no one can have kids no more, the human race can't continue to exist. Yeah.
why the hell not? Just live until everyone dies.
Yeah. And then after that, everyone there's no
That's
more
it.
human
That's
race.
everything's gone. Yeah.
And then what happens?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be there to tell you from. I'm not the flower that was left behind. I'm another human that died along with everyone else.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think about this one. Maybe it could be like that though. There's no reason why it can't.
What? Be like what?
How you say?
Like,
Not how you say,
continue.
but as in like if that were to happen, like.
I mean, what else can you do, man?
No, yeah. What can you do in that situation? Nothing.
Just live until every one of us is dead. Obviously, there's people that there would be people frantically trying to look for like
Solutions.
solutions,
Yeah.
answers. Then
Yeah.
then there'll be me. Just I'm gonna do
It is what it is.
fucking bill it again, man. Do the same thing that we do every day, man. Just enjoy life a bit, but obviously don't go too crazy. Don't go fucking chaotic and lose your mind over it. 'Cause I know a lot of people drastically go over to that side. We're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, there's nothing else left. But to be fair,
You
that's
still have your life to live.
exactly. You still have your life to live. It's just the end of human race, not your race. I mean,
It's true stuff. Yeah, interesting. That's jokes. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting film. Is it good? The Son of Man.
Children of Men,
Children of
I
Man.
believe.
Children of Man. Need to watch that. But yeah, man. Look, those are the two things though that I had in my mind. Now that we come back around full circle. I don't know. I feel like I get a little bit of clarity from that stuff. So I can appreciate you giving me a little bit of your time again.
Yeah.
For the chat and the combo, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything else that you wanted to ask me, bro? Anything that, like, I don't know, popped in your head or what I thought about now? It can be as outlandish as a question as you want it to be.
You hungry? I'm hungry. Starving.
I'm not too hungry right now, actually.
You're not?
No.
I haven't eaten since this morning.
Top 5 cuisines.
Japanese, not in any
No,
particular
not
order.
particular order.
Japanese, Mexican, Italian.
Mm.
Japanese, Mexican, Italian, Cuba.
Where'd you put Mediterranean food,
So I was gonna put Portuguese food in there,
Portuguese, Latin?
and then Colombian.
There's like Indian cuisines, there's, I don't know,
I like Indian food, but it's not in my top 10.
East Asian cuisines. Well, you said Japanese.
I like Thai food.
Thai food.
Yeah, I say Thai food. Oh, Jamaican food as well, though.
Caribbean food.
Yeah. Fuck, it's difficult. Man.
Tough, innit? Top 5
Alright,
is hard.
cool. Jamaican, Italian, Japanese, Mexican, Colombian.
Colombian food, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Colombian dish?
And the paisa, but
Yeah.
without the pork, innit?
Oh, with the pork. If you can substitute the pork for something, what would it be?
Something Colombian for something anything. Or sujuk.
What's that?
It's like in Albania they have it. It's like
Oh, the
Sausage.
sausage.
but it's chicken. Tastes banging. I had sujuk pizza, just like pepperoni, fam. It's no pork. It's delicious. Can't lie. I have a sujuk pizza over pepperoni pizza any day of the week. I'm telling you, bro. They have some banging pizza.
You're a proper anti-pork, innit? Oh yeah, bro.
No,
what's
not
up, bro?
not
What's up?
necessarily anti-pork, but like
It's just not for you.
I already have destructive habits in my life, like smoking weed, drinking alcohol. And what does one more do to me? Might as well be cleaner on that part. I already take a lot of candy and not take a lot of candy, but it sounds like drugs. But yeah, sugar for me, sugar is just as bad as drugs, to be honest. So I'm a big sweet tooth.
Yeah. That one there's been hard for me, you know. I've really been trying to refrain from not sweet tooth as well. But
I try to replace it with natural sugars like fruit, and then because I feel like once I like cut away artificial sugars, natural sugars start tasting just as sweet as
yeah, they
artificial
do.
sugars. It's just that I conditioned myself with that chemical shit. But it's not like some of the shit's nice. It's after a split as well.
Fruit is like the natural candy.
Yeah, it's the best
Yeah.
kind of candy, man.
Yeah.
It's so like refreshing sometimes. Like when I had it was a hot day, man, in Spain, and I was running the zoo, but there was no drink in the fridge. Just had a watermelon. just as good as a cup of water.
Yeah.
That's sweet as well.
Bang. There's some watermelon back and forth as well. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying still. Fruits banging like that, man. Look, this is why I like traveling too, yeah. Because when I was traveling, I got to try bare different fruits, bare new fruits and stuff. Can't lie, it was lit, bro. It was so nice. Discovered what mangosteen was. I don't know, just bare different other fruits. Can't remember off the top of my head, it's a little fried, but so nice. We're just trying different food. Banging. So yeah, Thai cuisine's in my top 5.
Thai food's banging. I'll put that in my top 10.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
But
Thai has to be there.
South Korean food as well.
Nice.
Yeah, like South Korean fried chicken, banging.
Don't they do like the Korean barbecues, the hot pots? Or
Yeah.
Like,
Like bao buns and that. I like bao buns.
Bao buns are good.
Um,
But ain't bao buns Japanese?
no, bao buns is
Yeah.
Korean, Vietnamese. You can get bao buns
Yeah, you can get bao
all over Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
It's like an empanada, isn't it? It's like all over. It's not one staple
Yeah, dish
for
a certain country.
countries. Like Argentina empanadas, Dominican empanadas, Colombian empanadas.
Yeah. Bro, you know low-key who has a banging empanada, fam? Ecuadorians. They got this empanada, yeah, where the you know the outer shell is made from verde. They call it plátano verde.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where did they? What?
Bro, banging. They're proper tough to make though, because it breaks very easily, innit?
Damn.
But like when they get it right,
Try one, so.
hey, it's good, bro. I can't lie.
For me,
It's good.
top number one empanadas for me.
Colombian, man. I can't lie.
Nah, I mean, just from hearing you is can't get good Colombian empanadas from the UK.
Yeah.
They'll go straight to Colombia for that. But Argentina empanadas, they make some so nice.
Like a pastry.
Yeah, pastry, and then they have like guac. Bro, it's banging. I'm telling you, man. It's so nice, man. The combination's so nice.
I don't know, man. I think I kind of prefer the Colombian ones.
No, I love Colombian empanadas. Don't get twisted, but like when you have it over too many times, then I feel like there's a bias
Right.
saying I like Colombian empanadas. I'm really talking about taste. I like an Argentine empanada, but don't get twisted. Colombian empanadas is banging.
You know what, low-key kind of fits in that category too, though. Patties.
Patties, yeah, patties are nice.
Patties are banging.
Patties are really nice, but for me, though, it's just so I hate a messy dish, like it's like that Nature Valley bar, shit that just gets everywhere. I feel like patties sometimes quite
It's
flaky.
bare dry and flaky. And
Not all of them, innit? Sometimes they're done really nicely and then they hold really well, but I've had times where it's just mad flaky. I'm like,
like, you getting a
the bunch of yellow in the bag. I'm like, nah, what the hell is this, bro? Well, it's not things I like.
funny, man.
But Japanese food, sushi especially, I love sushi.
Yeah, sushi's banging.
My girlfriend hates any sort of seafood. She says she doesn't hate it, but she hates seafood, sushi, more than anything else.
That
Like
breaks
raw
my
fish,
heart,
innit?
man.
Word, man.
Because, bro, seafood boils.
Seafood balls are
We
alright.
tried them.
Not really. I've had like a lobster or like a crab, but nothing like a seafood boil. Nah, nothing like that.
You need to try them still. Fat crab.
Fat crab.
Yeah.
I think I've been there once, but I only had the burger and I was boring.
No. You gotta get a seafood boil. So I made one the other day. It was banging.
Yeah? Yeah, for me, sushi's banging, man. I love good bit of sushi.
Some raw fish. Hey, I can't lie, doing this with the audience is crazy though, you know what I'm saying? It's cutting you out, eating the snacks, must be nice. That's why I need a babes, bro.
Well,
Been looking for one, been on the prowl, man.
no,
I'm joking. I feel like I know who it's gonna be in the future, but for now I just gotta
you
wait.
don't need a babe, man. Not need, innit? It's like,
Not a need, but like when it happens, bro, I know it's gonna be a beautiful thing, do you know what
I
I
think
mean?
it's really important to not be like codependent on your partner and not rely on them.
No, not in that sense. I don't see it in that sense.
No,
at
I'm
all.
just saying,
Yeah. But no, 100% though. I think when it comes, it's gonna be lit. So I'm excited. I can't wait. But I'm getting impatient. Finding myself on Hinge and shit, man. It's so silly.
That's the thing. When you get impatient, I feel like you push away the things that.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you're like money, then kind of say empty pockets. But if you're like, just stick to the action of getting bread and not just putting it on a pedestal, then you get to where you want.
No, facts. To be fair, I've been feeling that recently though. I've been feeling that recently. Because Yeah, I don't know. I feel it at a distance right now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Just when I find myself doing, I don't know, on Hinge, replying to stupid prompts and that, like I'd still feel like a, how can I say it, like some sort of like emptiness. I know this isn't it. Like it's just wasting time here a little bit. You know what I mean? But it's for
So wait,
fun.
if you
Though.
think like that, do you think you're going on the right path then?
That's the thing though, man. Because look, as much as I try to not do it, I still find myself doing it, innit? So. Remember when I told you I was at that destructive phase again. I was just kind of like on that side of the pendulum, on that side of the swing. I just kind of feel like this is what I have to go through, innit? So I don't feel like I'm on the wrong path, but I know part of me just doesn't really. How can I say it? Like if I had full control, part of me wouldn't align with this part. Too tough. I might take a few things, bits and bobs, just like the enjoyment side of things, of being able to enjoy your time when you actually got time. But I think also. I think I wouldn't take the destructive behaviours though. I wouldn't take the like just doing stupid things on Hinge or like going on silly dates and like, I don't know, like going out clubbing bare like that. But for now though, I had to experience it like wholly, like as a whole. I guess just to figure that out. So I don't feel like I'm on the wrong path, but I kind of feel like this is a bit too destructive though. So, yeah, maybe that answers the question a little bit. But yeah, man, the strokes though. Strokes nonetheless. I'm here now. It gets interesting. Gets a bit wild at times, but just enjoying the process. Yes.
That's what it is, man. Enjoy the process. Not the destination. You'll never be content. You're just enjoying the little you learn along the way, or you don't learn when you live. I mean,
Yeah, I'm enjoying
the
more
experiences, the moments.
I'm enjoying more the experiences and learning the lessons from them rather than like focusing so heavy on getting towards the goal and ignoring everything else.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. The clearing stages, just enjoying those brief moments. Right now, it feels like it can be it for a minute, like a few months, but I look back on that, I'm like, oh shit, that was just a brief moment.
Yeah, it's
Time
true,
I was alive.
True, it's true.
But because it's in front of you, it's a lot bigger.